Living on $615K a year in Seattle? Whoa. Hey family, welcome back to my channel. My name is Matt. If you're new here, welcome. Returning family member, I appreciate you. Guys, remember, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, do all that fun stuff for me. Remember, my Instagram is linked below. Go check me out over there. Join the family. Remember, there's going to be a gift card giveaway on this channel. Stay till the end of the video for that information. And let's jump in. Guys, $615K a year, $615,000 a year. That's a lot of money. So this Millennial Money is going to be a good one. Remember, Millennial Money is on the CNBC channel. Great insight to people's lives, budgets, relationships, jobs, hobbies, careers, everything. It's awesome. I learn something every time. I'm sure you guys learn something too. I enjoy reacting to them. My goal is to do every single one of them and over time. So let's jump in. $615K. Like I said, this episode is called Living on $615,000 a year in Seattle, Millennial Money. Should be interesting. Let's see what he does. That's a lot of money, so let's jump in. Alright, so he's 27, really young, making $615K a year. That's crazy.
My name is Todd Baldwin. I'm 27 years old. I live in Seattle, Washington, and I make $615,000 per year.
Alright, so from 9 to 5, he has a commercial healthcare job, health income. Okay. He makes $150K there. Oh, they invest in real estate. Okay, cool. They own 6 properties that net $12,500 a month. Okay. Okay, after real estate expenses, his net take-home pay is about $305,000. Okay. His net worth is $1.49 million. All right.
Money by itself really won't make you happy. All it is a tool. It's to get you what you need, it's security, and it can provide you a great life, but it doesn't buy you happiness like people think it does. Out of the $615,000 we bring in, we invest almost all of that just back into the business, back into more real estate.
Okay, so business, $22,000 a month, savings, $17,000, $18,000, and personal, $1,100. Why is $1,100 so low? I mean, if you're making $41,000 a month, you can spend a little bit more than $1,100. Maybe like $5K a month, I would say, reasonably.
Into different brokerage accounts. So we don't actually see a lot of that because it's all invested out. But yes, it's a very comfortable lifestyle, and it helps that we're incredibly frugal.
That's crazy that they only spend $1,100 a month when they make like $50K a month. That's insane.
Cheers. All for free. I earn the bulk of my money through real estate investing. We bring in about $460,000 per year doing that, and about $150,000 as profit, and that is after living completely for free and all expenses are paid. We bought our first house at age 23. We are now 27, and we have $4.4 million worth of real estate. So some people think that the hardest thing about real estate will be either insurance or taxes. Luckily, I work in insurance, and my wife is a CPA working in tax. So my wife and I live completely for free by house hacking and having roommates. So we live in a brand new duplex, and we have the other half of that duplex on Airbnb, and we live in the main half. We also converted one of the garages into a studio apartment. We have that on Airbnb as well. And in our main unit, the half that we live in, we have roommates. So we rent out one bedroom for $1,200 and another bedroom for $850. After living in our duplex completely for free by renting out the other half, the downstairs garage, and the bedrooms on our side, we live completely for free, plus we make $1,850 in profit. I was raised by a single mom, and I watched her struggle working 4 jobs to try to feed 3 kids. And she was worried all the time about money. And I saw it and I could feel it, and it wasn't a good feeling. And from a very early age, about 12 years old, I told myself that that's not something that I wanted in my later years, not something that I wanted for my family, and I had to make a change and do something different. I got my first job literally shoveling manure for $3 an hour, and I came home one day and I think I counted up $6 worth of quarters, and at the time it was more money than I personally had ever seen. And ever since that moment, I was like, all right, I've got to make millions of dollars. I've got to be successful. I got to get my money right. And I've been on that track ever since. I started making money online when I was 15, and then I started investing at age 19. But I really just, through reading books, listening to podcasts, watching YouTube videos, I really just kind of had to figure it out and learn as I go.
So he, motivated young guy and, watched a lot of YouTube videos, read a lot of books, and I guess he started investing in real estate and making money online, and, now here he is. That's crazy.
When I first got into the commercial insurance business, I had a salary of $50,000 and I was making 9% commission on sales. After my first month with that firm, I actually broke a record for the most amount of appointments set via cold call. After about 9 months with that firm and doing really well there, my base salary went up by about $4,100 per month, and my commissions went from 9% to 40%. When I was 12 years old, I had the goal that I wanted to become a millionaire by the age of 30. And after working like crazy and investing and acquiring properties, our net worth crossed $1.2 million when we were 25 years old. Some of the things I refuse to spend money on will probably be eating out and movie theaters, but only because I know how to get paid for that. I'm so frugal that I can't fathom spending money on that stuff. So in my mind, it makes sense to get it for free and get paid to do it.
Secret shoppers. I've heard of that before. I think that's where you just go into these different stores and they pay you to shop, which is pretty cool. I mean, I'd be down to try it sometime.
They will hire mystery shopping firms to find independent contractors like me to basically go pose at their establishment as a regular customer, buy the product or service, and then report on that product or service when you get home on an online platform. And when you do that, you get reimbursed for whatever you bought, plus typically some profit on the top. We have a punch card. So our free coffee is adding up to an additional free coffee. So it's like compound interest basically just on free stuff, which is mind-blowing. When I was in college, I was completely broke. And my wife now, but girlfriend at the time, I wanted to take her out, but I didn't have any money. It took me 2 months of saving just to take her out on our first date. And 2 weeks later, I got a check in the mail. And ever since then, we've been going to different restaurants and, hotels, resorts, casinos, getting paid for all of that. And getting reimbursed for what we spent. Life to date, we've made just over $30,000 by secret shopping. The best part is, it's stuff we would otherwise do.
Interesting, yeah. I mean, that's kind of cool. They're very frugal, and it looks like everything's for free with them when they're going out to eat and stuff.
I grew up in Washington State. I met my wife in college. Although our net worth is 7 figures, we don't do a lot of the typical things that most people envision millionaires doing. We share one car, which is a 2009 Ford Focus.
Dang, they drive a very old car for being millionaires. That's crazy. That's good. I mean, good for them being frugal.
We are super frugal, and you're a real estate guy when you have $4.5 million of cash flowing rental properties, but you spent $12 on your wedding ring made completely out of rubber. I am not a showy or flashy guy, but I do want the Tesla Roadster. I don't want it, to go floss on Instagram or for anything like that. I want it because it's the fastest car in the world. I got a lot of places to be and zero time to waste. Personally, I would be okay flying first class and doing stuff like that. My wife won't let us, or she doesn't let us fly first class, even though we could very easily. So we're very frugal. We're not cheap, but we would just rather spend money on things that also make us money. We don't really like spending money on expenses. We could probably actually retire now if we wanted to. But our goals are so much loftier than that. I want my 6,000 apartments by the age of 60. So I don't know if I'm ever the type of person to truly retire in the traditional sense. If anything, I want to spend a little bit more money on my wife to...
Wow, 6,000 units. That's cool. Wow, that's a lot. I'm going for 1,000, so good for him.
Surprise her or, you know, do something special for her. But she is so frugal that it usually doesn't go over well. So I ended up taking it back or ended up doing something else entirely. So this is going to freak a lot of you out, and Dave Ramsey, if you're watching, don't have a heart attack. I have 13 credit cards, and I actually collect credit cards. Now, I don't carry balances on any of them. I use a strategy called credit card churning, which is basically opening up a new credit card, taking advantage of that new account bonus, paying it off completely, and then rinse and repeat with the next card. When we were converting our garage apartment into the Airbnb, I knew that there was going to be some expenses with that. So I opened up a new credit card where if you spend $1,000 in the first 3 months, you get $200 cash back. Now, I'm not telling anyone to go out of their way to spend $1,000 to make $200. Otherwise, that's an $800 loss. We would have spent that $1,000 anyway, so we might as well take advantage of the $200 that we can get in cash back.
He likes juggling and fencing. Those are very interesting hobbies.
I used to box in high school. I was a boxer for 2 years. Now my wife won't allow me to compete, but I still do training when I can. My MMA gym is $100 per month, and although that's a little bit more, it's still well worth it for the training that I'm getting. Our LA Fitness gym membership is $30 per month, and that is well worth it because your health is your wealth. It doesn't make sense to be the richest man in the graveyard, so we got to keep going to the gym and taking care of our bodies. You know, in the next couple of years, my wife and I do want to start a family of our own, and being in that position of just knowing that, you know, we can pay for their college wherever they go, and we can go on the family vacations, and the biggest thing is being able to be there and be a present father, I think is huge. It's a huge blessing that we've been able to accomplish everything that we have so far.
Okay guys, so we have another really high income earner. He, couple, they're doing real estate. They own a lot of it, rental income. Looks like they own 6 properties and they have about $4 million in real estate, a $1.5 million net worth. They do have a lot of debt though, so that is kind of worrisome, but hopefully they can keep paying it off and kind of going from there, guys. So I mean, that's good. You know, they do have a lot of debt, but besides that, I mean, they save. They're incredibly, frugal, and they're living in their house for free in that duplex. So that's kind of cool. I mean, they only spend like $1,500 a month or whatever it was, and that's just insane. That's really cheap. You know what I mean? So they're very frugal. They save all their money, so they don't have some crazy lifestyle, and as they continue to own more real estate, and their net worth's gonna keep going up, and hopefully they can get that debt paid down, and everything will be good. Hopefully he can get his Tesla Roadster someday, if it comes out ever, So, yeah guys, I mean, pretty good video overall. I enjoyed it, and very high income. Alright guys, remember there's a $100 Visa gift card giveaway on this channel. That's gonna happen at 1,000 family members, so stay tuned for that. Remember to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, all that fun stuff. And follow me on Instagram, links below. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Remember to continually work to become the best version of yourself, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!